Yo guys, what is going on? It is Moofy here, bringing you another video. We're back from tournament, and we came third. I'll talk about that in the video. Yo guys, what is going on? It is Moofy here, bringing you Advanced Warfare. What the fuck is going on, dude? I just felt like playing the game, and I had to do a 2 gig update on the game because it was like later bolt. We don't want you to play anymore, so I ended up doing a 2 gig update. It took me like 30 minutes and then it fucking froze on me, so I had to re-download the whole update again and reinstall it. And that took me another 20 minutes, so that took like an hour just to play this game. So you guys are getting some fucking Advanced Warfare. I don't care if I get fucking Obsidian Steeded, Speakeasied, whatever, I don't care. You guys are getting a fucking Advanced Warfare video because I put so much fucking time into this video. Honestly, you don't understand, it's fucking annoying. But anyway, I don't really know why I did that, to be honest, because this game is pretty terrible. Like, honestly, you can snipe people and you just get hit markers from the get-go. Like, watch this. My first fucking kill will probably be a hit marker. Ready? We're gonna cut to it right now. Well, I may have just jinxed myself, like, the first kill was not a hit marker at all. I don't think I got a hit marker in that whole sequence of play. So that pretty much just fucked up what I was saying, but who cares, whatever. Fucking shotguns, that's what fucking annoys me on this game, dude. The exo system just gets you so close to people extremely fast, and with shotguns, that shit can be like used correctly, and fuck, it is overpowered as shit. So, as I was saying, we came third at our tournament, which is pretty good. So, I'm going to break down the whole tournament from the beginning to the end, pretty much, in this video, and I'm going to just let you guys know how we did as a team, and yeah, so let's get into it. So our first game we played, probably our easiest game of the tournament actually, and we were playing against a team that no one really knew much about. We just knew that they were like in the lowest division you can be in Christchurch, New Zealand, so they were pretty bad. But we ended up facing them because they were in our pool, so we knew that was going to be an easy win, so we didn't really, like, what I found, we ended up winning the game 3-1, so what I found was that because we knew it was going to be an easy win, we didn't really take them, like, hard enough, if you can say that, and we didn't really click. Like, we had fucking shit tons of opportunities. We probably should have put, like, 10 past them, but we just weren't clicking. Like, our finishing, people were putting it over the crossbar, people were just all over the place, honestly, and there's just nothing you can really do about that. Like, once you miss a few and you, like, can't score, your self-confidence goes down like heaps. Like, honestly, it's so bad, and people just like start like getting negative and stuff, and you just think like, oh my god, what if I miss this next one, and you end up missing, and then you're like, oh fuck, and then I've let the team down, you know, like that stuff like that. And then we ended up winning that 3-1. Like, we managed to put one goal past them in the first half, and we were like, holy shit, we're doing bad. Our coach got real pissed off, and because we should have been beating them by more. We should, like, honestly, we should have. It sounds mean saying that, but, like, our team is actually, like, a pretty quality team. And we just ended up, like, being shit. Like, honestly, we got made to look like fucking idiots. So our coach had, like, every right to be mad at us, to be honest. He was, like, getting pretty pumped at halftime. He was like, fucking, we've got to put, like, at least 5 past them. It might come down to goal difference on who goes through and stuff like that. So we put 3 past them, and they scored a late consolation goal. It was pretty fucking ridiculous, to be honest. Their goal was pretty pants. Like, defending wise, it was just shit, and everything like that was just, it didn't go our way. But we ended up winning, so we moved on to the next game in our pool, who was St. Bede's. And these guys are usually, like, they're an on and off side. Like, they're usually, like, quite good from what I remember. But they just are an on and off side, so they're not, like, extremely good. And yeah, so we're just gonna skip. I didn't realize the game was gonna end. We're gonna skip to the next game, and I'll carry on talking about this next game that we played. So the next game we played was against St. Bede's, and as I said, these guys are reasonably on and off, like consistency wise. They're not exactly the best team. They're not like, but they're not bad either. So we ended up beating these guys 2-1, and their goal was a fucking screamer. Like, he smacked it from outside the box, top corner. It probably shouldn't have happened. It came in from a free kick. The ball came, like, got whipped in from a silly little free kick outside, like, probably from 40 yards away, actually, to be honest. And it just bounced over. Our defenders just let it bounce. Miscommunication between us, and so the ball came in from like 40 yards. It bounced over top of us, and we ended up watching it hit the post. And one of our defenders made like a snapshot clearance at it, and then it just came straight to their attacker. He lined it up perfectly and smashed it in the top corner. It was a very good goal, like a good finish. Nothing we could do about the finish itself, apart from the fact that it probably shouldn't have got to him in the first place. But yeah, so that happened, and then we were like 1-1 at not at halftime, with like 10 minutes to go, and one of our younger players, like our rookie, he wasn't even playing at the start of the season, and he joined us in like halfway through the season. He ended up running through their defenders and slotted the ball past the keeper. It was a must-win game. Like, if we wanted to go through the top 8, we had to like win that game. So we won that game. He slotted it in bottom corner. Very nice finish from the little fella. Kind of good, like good way to finish the game, because it was him who finished it. It wasn't like one of the older guys, one of the mainstream scorers. And that was just really good, like, to have that there like that. And then the next game, we ended up playing against Shirley. Well, that was the other team in our pool, so we had to play Shirley. And Shirley, traditionally, this was their first year that they haven't been at like the top division tournament. And it's like one of our first years that we haven't really been at a top division tournament as well. So it was always going to be like these, Shirley and us were like the two favourites to really take out the tournament, to be honest. So we were playing Shirley, and we lost 2-1. The game didn't really matter because we were already through the top 8. We both teams knew we were through the top 8. So we didn't really care much, but it was still fought with like a lot of intensity, and we kind of were a little bit not as down buzz as what we probably should have been, but we didn't really mind that much that we lost that game 2-1 to those guys. It was a very good game, and to be honest, we probably should have won it, but hey, shit happens. And yeah, so we moved on to top 8 in quarterfinals. So what happened in quarterfinals was we were playing Ashburton, which was the team that was staying at our college, at our holiday park that we're staying at, like the motel. And these guys were actually like a terrible team. Like they were good schoolboy footballers, but they didn't play football, let's be honest. They just kicked it up the line into the corners, and they chased it with their big freaking 6'5" strikers who weren't even that good. Like, honestly, they were just like, they were meant to be target men, but they were playing them like fast wingers, and they weren't actually that fast, and our defenders were just all over them. I mean, our defenders were are all 6'5" at least as well. So I mean, you've got me who's 6'5", you've got one of the imports that we've got who's 6'5"-ish as well. He's about the same height as me, and just those two as centre backs. Like, you're not going to hit the ball long past us, to be honest. But they were trying to do it anyway, and they ended up paying the consequences. We kind of struggled to deal with it a little bit. Like, we couldn't like break down their attack as well. Like, it was another game where we just didn't finish our chances as well as we should have. And yeah, so but we ended up winning 1-0. So the goal we scored was our centre back, our import, who I was just talking about, the 6'4" one, and he decided to just lump the ball in off a free kick in like the last maybe 10-15 minutes, and he lumped it in from about 40 metres out. It was just in front of the halfway line, and our striker sort of tried to latch onto it a little bit, and it bounced in front of the keeper, and the keeper was completely bamboozled by the fact that our striker tried to like latch onto it, and he went for like where he thought our striker would have put the ball if he had got on the end of it, and the ball just ended up going straight into the top corner, like bouncing on like the penalty spot-ish, and pretty much just rolled into the top corner. It was pretty funny, to be honest. Like, we were all like, oh my god, we just scored like a fucking screamer. But anyway, so we moved on from that game into the semi-finals. The semi-finals was a tough game. We ended up drawing like the top team of the tournament, and I'm pretty sure these guys ended up actually winning it, like winning the final. I think it might have been 2-1 or something like that. I'm not sure. It was Lincoln High School, and these guys are like, they probably should have been at nationals, to be honest. They were pretty good. But even just saying that, we should have beaten them. Like, they were scrappy as footballers. Like, they were the only side that actually tried to play football. And then, so we'll give it to them. That was a very good game. We lost 1-0. They ended up winning the tournament, as I said. It probably would have been that should have been the final, I reckon. But anyway, so we lost that. And we ended up moving into the 3rd and 4th playoff. And the 3rd and 4th playoff, we absolutely destroyed. We're playing on like the best pitch in the South Island, I think it is, and of New Zealand. And that was just insane. Like, it was such a nice pitch. There was like a stadium type thing. We had a bit of a crowd going, and the final was on this field after us. So there were people like coming down to watch the final that were there to watch us as well. So it was all good. And we ended up beating them 3-0. We scored like 3 really, really classy goals. Like passing them around, passing the ball around, moving real nicely. It was just a good goal. No scrappy shit like, you know, tap and goal mouth scramble shit like that. Every goal we scored at the tournament was really good. So it was a good time. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been a bit long, and I haven't got many kills in it, to be honest, even though I had 35 last game and 24 this game, but whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, this has been your boy Mufi. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.